Welcome, Squires. Welcome to another deck profile. We just finished our WCQ here in Calgary, Alberta. Of course, Regional 2025. We got this gorgeous engraver mat, as you see here. And we got ourselves another familiar face on the channel, Mr. KIEFER Erickson.
How you doing?
Not too bad, buddy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
I would say so. I would say so. What did you place today, man?
I got 4th place with Ritual Beast.
Okay.
At this regional.
Back with the Ritual Beasts. I love it, dude. I love it.
I do have some changes.
Okay.
For anybody that watched the last one.
Yes, that is true. That is true. We did have a profile up, and we're gonna see those changes for sure.
All right.
What were your matchups today, Kiefer?
So to start off, my first match was Dragonlink. My second match was Tempai. My third match was Tempai. My fourth match was Tempai. My fifth match was Tempai. My 6th match...
Did you just play 5 Tempai lists today?
4 Tempai.
4 Tempai? My gosh.
So 4 Tempais. Round 6 was against Fiendsmith, Snake Eye, Jesse Helwig, as you've probably seen.
Yes, he was the one that got first place.
And my last match was a loss. It was against Whitewood Centurion. I went 5-1-1.
Wow. Crazy, crazy run.
Yes,
That's
sir.
insane, dude.
All right.
All right. Do you want to get into any shout-outs before we get into the profile, or?
Yes, sir. So first shout-outs, all the Red Deer guys are always great for testing, always great for help.
Absolutely.
And that includes the game nights.
Hey, we appreciate it, buddy. We appreciate it.
All right.
Alrighty, man. Let's get into this profile. Let's see the list here.
Start off. Once again, we have one of each of the little guys.
Yep.
But we have an addition this time. We have one Petalfin.
Oh, okay. How did the Petalfin do for you?
Petalfin, he was really good. So he actually helped me out Rivalry of Warlords against one of those nasty Tempai matchups.
Really?
Yes, sir. So what Petalfin does is you can banish a Ritual Beast card from your hand, and you can bounce one card they control back to their hand.
Okay.
So if you have, say, Lara in hand, you banish her, you get the trigger, Petalfin bounces that, and it's a soft once per turn, as with all the other Ritual Beasts. So you can get about 3 bounces with that Petalfin.
Okay.
During your turn.
Okay.
If you need them. Usually you only need 1 or 2. It came up a lot more than I thought it would, which is good because it's also 0 attack, which won me a game in time because you summon it when they dogwood you.
Oh, okay.
And that burns them for half.
That's hilarious.
They had nothing. So.
That's awesome, man.
So those were the one-ofs.
Yep.
Once again, we have a 3 of Elder. Again, sadly, nobody impermed it this time, but it is what it is.
That's okay, though.
Yeah.
That's okay.
If you didn't know, I didn't explain it last video, I don't think. If you imperm Elder, it still gets the effect for the additional normal.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And you have 3 Cannahawk. You have 3 Rampengu.
Yep.
I actually saw Rampengu a lot more this time than I did before, and he performed a lot better for this regional.
Okay.
Just because I changed up my extra deck a tiny bit. You'll see in a second. We got 3 of the Spiritual Beast Tamer Laras. Once again, if you get 2 of them, you can summon both of them at the same time. Came up a couple times, helped me win a lot. Because against one of the Tempai players, he didn't realize I could protect with Lara. So he Raigeki'd, baited out the Lara. Lara summoned the Winda. He destroys the field. Winda summoned out a Cannahawk for free.
Yep.
And then I still have the Cannahawk tag out for 2 names. And that gives me the ability for this card right here, Ritual Beast Inheritance. When you summon 2 monsters at the same time, you can change the battle position of 1 monster your opponent controls.
Yes.
Specifically really good for Tempai. Because once you exhaust probably most of their board breakers, a normal summon or special summon, get the search, yada yada, doesn't matter. It just kind of screws them if they can't attack.
Makes sense.
And then we have the Protoss.
Of course, yeah, the Protoss lock.
I only ended up getting to do the Protoss against the Fiendsmith Snake Eye player.
Okay.
And he's probably one of the only people that knew how to play through it. So
wow.
Unfortunately, I did end up drawing against him, but he's a good player.
Yes, he is.
All right, next one.
It was a good match.
Next, we'll move on to the hand traps. We got 3 imperms. We have 3 drolls. We have 3 ash blossom. And then we have 3 shifter when we are also playing droll. The reason I still decide to do this and still maintain that this is the correct choice is because you only have about 30% chance to hard draw shifter. You add the drolls, that's another 30% chance.
I mean,
so most of the time you're going to see either droll or shifter.
That makes sense.
And if you see both, it can work as well.
Yes. What performed the best for you today?
So the early matches, shifter definitely won me most of them, but the hand trap that I probably saw the most was just ash blossom.
Okay.
And I ended up only losing a couple of times. I think I didn't drop a game against 10-5.
Okay.
So that was pretty fun.
Ash is pretty key against that deck.
Yeah. But other than that, shifter, just good card for the other 3 matches.
Absolutely.
And we have the generic suite of spells.
Yep.
We got our 3
Kiefer's
details.
personal god card.
I see it all the time.
Yep.
It is still insane.
Goated with the E-Telly sauce.
We have 3 Book of Eclipse, which I still play.
Okay.
It's just good because not only does it bait out negates with DSELA or with Centurion, it can bait out the Blazar.
So performed pretty well, you would say, today?
Yeah. It also can dodge stuff like Imperm if they allow you to do the effect. You chain Book of Eclipse, you get your guy flip face down. You can still contact fuse with them, and you can still get the effect.
Right.
And then we have our 2. We have 1 Steeds, 1 Called By.
Nice.
For a total main deck count of 43.
Nice.
Next, we'll move on to the extra decks.
Sounds good to me.
We have, starting with our
See that spicy
fusions,
extra.
we have 1 ulti-cannahawk, 1 ulti-Apellium, 2 Cannahawk, and 2 Noche Drago.
Hell yeah.
Once again, they all performed great. I only ended up making ulti-Apellium once. I wish I could have made him more because it probably would have won me a couple more games. But he did his job and he attacked.
Hell yeah.
So next we have our Ritual Beast links. You have the cornerstone of deck, Ulti-Ray Ratari,
Yep.
and then 2 Kumino Falcons. Once again, the reason why I play 2 is for Rampengu, you banish 1 of them, and you still have the 1, so you can still get the normal Ulti Kumino play, and you don't have to kind of get rid of any of your end board options. And the Ulti-Ray Ratari Tribute Floodgate is also something that came up a lot, specifically against Genroku, and specifically against Fiendsmith.
Okay.
Because I can't tribute the Link 1.
Yes, that's right. That's pretty good.
Next we have our generic suite of extra deck monsters. We have 1 Link Spider. Probably should have switched him out for something else. I didn't end up using him at all. I just had him as an in case.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Turning the nib token into it, right?
Yeah, maybe would have switched it out for either a Win or a Win to Link 2 or a Dark. Then we have 1 IP. And the MVP of today, SP.
Okay, all right.
So the thing with SP is when you make it with the Link monster, most of the time you banish your opponent's cards, but I can banish anything, so you can banish your own stuff.
Correct.
This banish 1 of the unsummoned names came up a lot more than I thought, and it in fact won me 2 games.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to say she was the MVP of the day
Nice.
and give her props.
I mean, hey, there's a reason why this card is still like almost $100, you know?
Yeah, even with the reprint.
Even with the reprint.
Then we have the addition to the extra deck, access code.
Okay. How did the access code perform today?
Access code performed pretty good. So the thing with the Ritual Beast is, even though you get a bunch of stuff on field, you get a bunch of draws, you get a bunch of searches, it kind of has a hard time killing. So the reason why Rampengu was really good today is because of the extra banish. You can put the Ritual Beast back into the graveyard, so you can get the additional pop.
Okay.
So that is why I'd say Rampengu was probably better than Cannahawk just today, because it gets you a few extra pops and once again, access code is massive. So
Yeah, of course.
he helps you kind of close out games.
Gotcha.
Then we have one Underworld. Didn't make her today, but she is usually really good.
Yes,
Even,
absolutely.
Yeah. The graveyard lock and the field negate is always appreciated.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have the one Banshee.
Yes, of course. Yes, for your Protos
Yeah.
lock there.
Yeah, once again, didn't end up using it too much, but it is good. Just a free body back when Spanish.
Yep.
So you can, like, even if you wanted to, you can SP. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's see that spicy extra deck. Stuff that everyone always loves to see.
So the side deck. Side deck, we have the 3 Cyclones.
Yep.
Then we had 1 Change of Heart and 2 Talents.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is the change that I made. I realized from the last list, I didn't really have any going second cards. So I thought, what's the best going second cards? Oh, draw 2, or snatch, steal, or change of heart.
Yep.
Because yes, this guy is generic. So even if they force you to go into a bad monster, you can just use that into Ray Retard. So none of the things were bad. Didn't end up seeing change of heart. I did see tactics twice,
Okay.
and it did help me win.
Hell yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah. And we have 3 Nibiru. Didn't see it once, but it's
No.
just a good precaution.
Yep.
We have 2 DD Crow, and we have 2 Valor.
Okay.
DD Crow actually came up a lot more against Tempai than you'd think.
Really?
Yeah, the reason why is because when when green tries to summon back, you can crow that target.
Absolutely.
And I didn't realize that it was as good in Tempai as it is. And then we have the 1 Cowboy, never ended up making
Oh,
them.
never made it, hey?
Never made it.
Never did Cowboy for game.
No, and 1 Duster. And
Nice.
Duster's just there for the back row decks.
Of course.
But,
Of course. Gotta be prepared for it.
yeah, it's also pretty okay against U-Bell just because it gets rid of their Nightmare Pain, it gets rid of their Chronicle, and it gets rid of their Field Spell.
Yes.
So it's alright in there too.
Makes sense.
Alright, and that.
Well, awesome, Kiefer. Thank you so much for the profile. Congratulations again for the top 4 placement, man. You've just been on a tear as of late.
Yes, sir.
And you're probably going to be at the next regional.
You know it.
So you guys are probably going to see us again very, very soon. Well, thank you so much again, Kiefer. And yeah, we'll probably see you next time on the channel, my guy.
Alright.
Alrighty, man. Yep, deuces, my guy.